Hey YouTube, Mike the Gambling Guy here. I'm back and I'm going to be doing an update to the sevens. Alright, and I also have some great news to share with you in regard to online gaming. Now, unfortunately I can't tell you the site that I'm playing on unless you email me at MikeTheGamblingGuy@gmail.com, right? Then I can clue you in where I'm playing, because this is a game changer. Not necessarily for the sevens. I mean, you've seen me play the sevens on here before, but another strategy that I'm going to make another video for is C2 Bet 3. Okay? And this site is a game changer for that. I mean, it's ridiculous for that. So look forward to that next video coming. So let's get into here. I'm in the Evolution site. And if you're in the U.S. and you've never played Evolution before because you're going, I don't have it available, there is a way of playing it. Obviously, I've got money in here, and I know a lot of other people that are playing in here and taking withdrawals. So that's all I got to say about that. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to click on Games, and I'm going to click on Baccarat. Now, eventually, I'm going to come over here to Multiplay for C2 Bet 4. But right now, for the sevens, and there is an update to the seven, you're going to see on this site, you can bet as low as 20 cents. I mean, the max bets are ridiculous, but most of the tables are $1. But you'll find some tables are 10 cents, 20 cents, a lot of them are 50. But in this room, you're going to see a lot of them are $1. And this isn't the only room. This is Evolution, and they also have Pragmatic. So they do have a lot of different live gaming options available for you here. Again, just shoot me an email, MikeTheGamblingGuy.com, and I'll go through the details of what it takes. It's not hard in order to get this set up. So with that, let's find a table. And playing the sevens, I do tend to like to find one that's not super long into the tooth, but that's been rather choppy. Just makes it easier because I do have some new rules for you for the seven. So let's pay attention. Let's get into Hindi Speed Baccarat. So if you're getting on here, you go, well, how can you tell if it's a seven? Again, just double click and you're gonna find out if it's seven. So here we have a seven changed. We had a seven. It changed. We had two sevens. That rule's also changed. So now we've got a 7 and it changed. We're no longer playing equals to 7. 9-8, 4-3. It has to have a 7 in the outcome. Doesn't have to be the winner. It just has to have a 7 in the outcome. Okay, so we're going to get to that rule. So you can see my balance right now is $1,000. So I was able to put in some cryptocurrency. But the nice thing about it, it doesn't sit in cryptocurrency. It stays in US dollars. How nice is that? Now, to be full honest, you do have a limit of 2 withdrawals a week. I don't think that's going to be a problem for a max of $5,000. So right now, of course, I'm looking for a 7, right? And the one limitation that I've noticed that I have on this site is my video's not working as far as being able to see them deal the cards. It's unfortunate, but that's currently where we're at. So while this is as long as we're sitting here trying to find a 7, what I want to talk about is we're trying to find ones that are kind of going back and forth, and that's for an obvious reason because we're trying to play the other side, right? Or potentially the same side. So let's say that if this ended up being 9-7 here was the final result, my next bet would be on Banker. Okay, as long as it's not past the 4th row. If we're at the 4th row, then we've got a trend happening, and really all bets are off. But if that was 9-7, I'm betting on the loser because I want it to go that other way. But I'm going to use the energy of that 7 to pull it to me. That's new, right? Because I like the energy of the game. And there's energy around 7. So again, it has to be 7. We're not doing any any adding up of 9 or 8s, but there just has to be a 7 in the outcome. Doesn't have to be the winning outcome. And remember, you always bet on the losing side. That should make it easy, right? So there was 9 to 8. Waiting. So also let's talk about my goals. So I still have another account that is funded being played by Baccarat Funk that we're playing for the tie. Right? That's a separate account. This one I funded to do a different goal. One I was kind of missing doing some videos for you folks. So if you appreciate it, you can give it a thumbs up. I do like putting out the content for you here on a regular basis, and this way it's going to allow me to do it. So here we have that 9-8. I'm not counting that as a 7. Did you hear me say that before? Yeah. We're changing that rule, and we're also changing the rule of waiting to see if it works one time. So you don't have to do a phantom bet at the beginning. We're just going to bet 3 bets. Okay, so it's just going to be 3 bets. So I was wondering if we were going to get a 7 here. That 7 didn't stick. So if it was 8-7, we would have been betting on the banker. This isn't one that we make a ton of bets with, but my goal for this money is to make 3% a day until I get to $10,000. And at that point, I'm going to start taking withdrawals. But let's get there first. 3% is the goal a day. So with $1,000, what is that? What's 3% of $1,000? Yeah, $30. That's all we're looking to make. $30 today. Now tomorrow is going to be $30 and 3% of $30. So at $3.90 or $30.90 tomorrow. So $31 tomorrow. So that number will go up a little bit each day. And I'm more than happy to bring you along. Here we have a 7. So now we're going to go ahead and place our bet on the 7, and I'm going to do a $2 denomination. So for the 7s, and for when you see what I'm going to do C2 bet 3, I actually do a $1 denomination bet. But the 7s, I just had a lot more success with the 7s. So I'm going to go 1 unit, 3 units, 8 units. All right. And there was our win. So we got 1 unit, $2. So if we play the 7s, I only need 15 units at playing a $2 unit. Really not that hard to do. So again, the rules are simple. If you see a 7, that doesn't count. 7-7 tie or 7-7 pair. That's not really what I'm shooting for there. But we just have to be careful that it's not going. If it's on that 4, we're not betting for it to chop. Once it has that 4th decision, then we just come back and we start over again. Right? If we were down, 1 progression or 2 progressions, that's all right. We'll just start back over again. Because we're not going to bet against the streak. Because remember, we are betting for it to chop. And I have had some people that made some good comments in that last video saying the streaks killed me. Because I had 7s that were happening within the streak. Yeah, unfortunately, the energy of the streak was carrying it through. And you need to find a choppy table. Or you need to adopt the rule of not going above 4. So right now, if a 7 hits, doesn't matter. We're at the 4, right? So it'd have to go the other side before we start playing the 7s again. Now I could go out and find another table. The nice thing about evolution, I got a bunch of tables. Makes it sweet. But there's no way of saying I want to find a 7 that was dealt. Like right now. With C2 bet 4, C2 bet 3, there is a way of actually avoiding the first 2 losses here. Now here we actually have resistance. So if I was looking at my playing resistance, I would be playing for the player here. Because there is resistance on the main road. Big card. Got a big card. Got an 8. Didn't help it. So it actually broke through that resistance. It's fine. I'm just we're sitting here chilling. We're just here. We're waiting for a 7 to show up somewhere after this run. So I mean, if this run's just going to continue, we might just go find another table. Got a pair. We're going to get a banker pull out a tie. Let's just go ahead and bet the tie there. Wait, that was all my profit. Just threw all my profit into that one bet. Oh, that was crazy. Well, we got a 7 now. So at least we know what to do with a 7. No, we don't, because it's still going on the banker. I mean, I got a higher probability that the 7's going to bring the player now. There is a higher chance of that, only because what? The trend has gone on that long. Look what the 7 did. 7 brought the player. Oh, look, we got another 7. So now we're betting on what? We're betting on the loser. That was 8-7, but the 7 was on the player side. So now we're going to have 3 bets going for the player, because 3 bets from there would give us a big stack of red ones. So let's get that unit back that we had previously had given up, and that's okay. Because now we can get that unit back. Whoop. Oh, that should have been 6. 3 units would have been $6. I took too much back there. Well, we got that unit back. Didn't necessarily get the. I mean, that was a W. Don't get me wrong. That was a W. Got me right back where I was, but I should have been up another $2. Remember, goal's trying to get to 1030. Goal for this video, if I get to 1010, that's good. 1%. Eventually, when I get my bankroll where I want it to be, 1% is going to be my goal today. Right? Let's bring a tank to a street fight. Right? To a knife fight. You know, I'm going to pull up an A1 Abrams. Boom. Got enough bankroll behind me? Yeah, that knife might scratch my paint, but it shouldn't really damage me. You know, good money management is the key. So yes, I am using a grand martingale for this, but I'm not doing anything crazy. I am doing there's a 7. Pay attention, Mike. So we had a 7. So everybody think player, right? Everybody think player. We're gonna get a player. So let's think player. So I do go 1-3-8 for my bankroll, and then if that doesn't work, then I go 2-6-16. And if that doesn't work, then I go 5-15-35, and that's the final. I think that's $114 all in. You know, it's not like if I get into the second progression, 1 win's going to get me back. I mean, that would be a normal martingale. This is, you know, I'm going to have to get a few wins at $2 a bet, right, to get my $12 back. Well, you're going, well, that's 6 wins. Not necessarily 6 wins. It depends on what progression level I hit it at, right? There's another 7. Let's get our 7. There, $6. 3 units. Sorry, a $2 bet, that would have been $228. My bad, because I just doubled what I did for the dollar. But there we won. So we're at 108. So if you're liking this content, if you're looking for a place to, and I don't know why you're not playing online, there's really no reason not to be playing online. If you want to find out, shoot me an email, MikeTheGamblingGuy@gmail.com. Be happy to tell you the details on that. and subscribe. I mean, if you like the content, I want to thank all those that have subscribed. You're my rock stars. You really are. Love building this community up, and I thank you so much. And for those that haven't, please do. We'd like to build the channel up even more. So very much appreciated. The thumbs don't hurt either. They don't. But I love seeing the comments. We've had some people that have really been doing some great job of winning. They have been more disciplined than I, or at least in the past. Six to 2. Hand 58. All right, let's just jump back the lobby, see if we can't find another shoe that may not be so deep into it. They had a 6, so they had a 7-7 winner with a 7. Had a winner with a 7. Play it again. Winner. Got a 7. Dink dink. Winner. Paid us 2 units. 7 is a tie. Don't do anything with a tie. It's a totally different game where I'm looking for my ties. There we got our 7. It's a tie. 7-7 tie. So even though love seeing a 7-7 tie, that just doesn't do us any good right here. If I was gonna see a tie, bet a tie, yeah, I'd have to be investing another. I guess I could have done a half a unit. Just throwing $1 out there in that tie, because that would have exceeded my goal for this video. Wasn't a tie. Was a pair though. So this could be a tie here. And this has gone 4. So that tells us that we're not going to be chasing that unless it jumps over to the banker side with a 7. Well, let's run the banker side. Actively searching for the 7s. Sorry, let me know if you want me to edit out all this gameplay, because I mean we don't get to see this pretty gal dealing at all. You just get a look at my mug. Sorry. See a tie? Yeah, that one we would have. Yeah. Would we have gotten that one? Would we have gotten that one? I would like to think we would have gotten that one. There, we got a 7, so now we're going for the player. 7 to 9, that's the losing side. We bet on the loser until it goes to 4. So if we get 2 bankers here, we're not going for that third bet. Yeah, that tie we wouldn't have missed. Maybe we would have been betting quite a few ties here. Like this would have been a tie bet as well, because this is the 4th tie. Hey Mike, which tie is the most commonly repeated tie? Oh, the 4th tie. Yeah, you'd have been right. But we won anyway. So we hit it. We're at 110. I got my 1%. I just need to get 2 more % today. Should not be a problem. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time. Since I'm trying to get this 3% challenge through, the end of the year, I'm certainly going to be making more videos. I mean, I do have a son getting married on Saturday, so kind of got a lot of stuff going on. That's no excuse. I need to be here for you. All right. Mike the Gambling Guy. Until next time, I'm out.